right, Salakia. So Malachi 3 and 8. Will a man rob God? Yeah, ye have robbed me, but ye say, wherein have we robbed thee? And tithes and offerings. Now, firstly, the main tithe and offering is doing this work, man. They through the Spirit. Um, uh, right. This is back in 1 Corinthians 9:18. What is my reward then? Verily, that when I preach the gospel, I will make the gospel of Mashiach without charge. All right, that hey, the men of the Lord doing this work, the reward is seeing the brotherhood, man. All right, the reward is saying the word of the Yahweh Shema shall prosper, so we get the ultimate reward is deliverance. That I abuse not my power in the gospel, for though I be free from all men, yet have I made myself servant unto all, that I might gain the more. All right. So doing this work is most important, you know. That's the biggest offering right there. It's Philippians 2:1. If there be therefore any consolation, Hamashiach, if any comfort of love, if any fellowship of the Spirit, if any bowels and mercies, fulfill ye my joy, that ye be like-minded, having the same love, being of one accord, of one mind. Let nothing be done through strife or vainglory, but in lowliness of mind, let each esteem other better than themselves. All right, so basically, you know, doing this work, that's the consolation. Hey, that's the beautiful thing to see, and that's beautiful to behold in the eyes of man and the Most High. All right, so let's get that Sirach 35. And then we're going to go back to that Malachi. Sirach 35:1. He that keepeth the law bringeth offerings enough. He that taketh heed to the commandment offereth a peace offering. All right. This is the best thing to do. The most thing you can give is the work of the Lord, man. First and foremost. He that requireth the good turn offereth fine flour. He that giveth alms sacrificeth praise. To depart from wickedness, so you can see that these are spiritual things. To return to the Lord, that's the offering. Doing his work. To depart from wickedness is a thing pleasing to the Lord. And like it says in Romans, 12:1, I believe. Making thyself a living sacrifice. Okay. And to forsake unrighteousness is a propitiation. Thou shalt not appear empty before the Lord. For all these things are to be done because of the commandment. Even Paul mentioned that commandment of tithes again. The offering of the righteous maketh the altar fat, and the sweet savor thereof is before the Most High. So it's a pleasant thing to the Most High. That's in Corinthians 2. All right, to save you unto life. The sacrifice of a just man is acceptable, and the memorial thereof shall never be forgotten. Give the Lord his honor with a good eye, and diminish not the first fruits of thine hands. In all thy gifts show a cheerful countenance, and dedicate thy tithes with gladness. So the tithes, you know, ultimately on the spiritual note, doing this work, you know, being brotherly, all right, loving one another, loving the nation, all right, defending the gospel, departing from wickedness, which is love, okay, 1 John 5. That's one part of tithes, but hey, a part of that is the actual law of tithes, man. You just can't get around it. Give unto the Most High according as he hath enriched thee, and as thou hast gotten, give with a cheerful eye, which is going into doing his work, you know. But also, 1 John says that if you have this world's goods and see your brother in need, and you close your bowels of mercies to him. So what's the balance to all, man? So the main thing is doing his work. So don't, if you got the widow's mite, don't be ashamed of that, you know. The main thing you can do is love, man. Return to what's written. Serve and fear Yahweh Shem Yahweh. That's first and foremost. But if you can, you can. It's all through the Spirit. Just to put the balance out there, because the scriptures mention it. It's a scripture, Rock, that talks about don't be ashamed if you give the little. And I think I have to find it because they put the flip side on it. For the Lord recompenses it and will give thee 7 times as much. And this goes to Malachi 3 and 10. But let me see if I can find that other precept real quick. Let me use this app. If I can find it quick enough, I will. If not, then the quote will have to do. Salakia. Not trying to make this too long, drawn out. What would be a word there? Let me see. Oh, man. Yeah, no, I don't think it's... Well, maybe one of the brothers can put it in the comment section if they find it, you know. It goes into don't be ashamed if you give the little or lesser. All right. The widow's mite was counted greatest, you know. This is Malachi 3 and 10. This is the point I wanted, but the Spirit had to start at 9. Verse 10. Bring ye all the tithes to the storehouse, that there may be meat in my house, and prove me now herewith, saith the Yahweh of hosts, if I will not open you the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing, that there should not be room enough to receive it. Just as we ended in that Deuteronomy, all right, there's a blessing that comes with actually paying the tithes. Of course, first the spiritual ones, returning to the Lord doing His work. But a part of that love, it turns carnal. Shall we not reap? And I'm just quoting Paul, all right? I'm not the apostle on that level. Shall we not reap your carnal things? All right? And I rebuke the devourer for your sakes, and he shall not destroy the fruits of your ground, neither shall your vine cast her fruit before the time of the field, saith the Lord of hosts. So ultimately, hey, we get this truth, we got to show our appreciation. How do we show appreciation? All right? Which is what the tithes represent, basically, through the Spirit. All right? Firstly, you show the appreciation to the Lord by doing His work. We heard this word, now we teach it. All right? That's the fear of the Lord. The lion have roared. Who can but prophesy? Hereby knowing the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. Now we go out there and we do this work. How should I repay the Lord? Like it says in Psalms 116. How should I repay the Lord? All right. How should we? We can't. But it tells us what we can do, man. Be in that sacrifice. Doing this work. And then how do we get into this work? How do we get that? This understanding and get shown the ropes, all right, by the men, the priests the Lord have set up. So we show appreciation as well by when it gets to the physical part of it, which was written in the law itself. If the Spirit is on you, love the Lord, loveth the cheerful giver. So tithe and appreciation go hand in hand, man. All praise, honor, and glory to you. How about Shem Yahushua, by Shem Kakodash. Double honor to the apostle, as great millstone, and South East brothers doing this thing in sincerity and truth, their charity, Shalom, wa ba ba ba.